Alright, y'all. So for some reason, YouTube doesn't want me to upload a 17-minute video, and it's being a douche. So I'm gonna make this one quick while I'm driving home from work. So I grew up, like I said, with a bit of a toxic mother. And she was obviously the kind of person to say things that she didn't mean. Like, literally. Besides that, my mom was a good person. I feel like the majority of my childhood, she was the one that raised me, even though both of my parents were together. They never separated. I had the royalty of having both of my parents in my life. I, was the only one out of 3 girls. The only boy out of 3 girls. I had the amenity of having toy cars when I was growing up. I had the amenity of, obviously, food. Food was always something that always brought me happiness too. And then something I also recall when I was growing up, besides, obviously my mom, is Windows XP, Windows 7. It just it was literally something when I was growing up. And I know I'm gonna sound so old by saying it, but man, we had Windows XP at school. And the very first things that I learned in the computer lab in elementary school, from what I could recall, is learning how to paste and copy, and using clip art on Windows Word, or on Windows XP on Microsoft Word. That was one of those things that I learned when I first started using computers in elementary school. And then I remember the iPods being a thing, iPod Touch being a thing growing up. And wanting to get a bunch of toy cars, and competing with this kid that was my godparents' nephew or something. And the dude, I also remember going to that dude's house, and he had boxes upon boxes of toy cars, 70s, 80s, 90s, long die-cast limos, a bunch of stuff, really. I was jealous of the kid, I'm pretty sure his parents went to yard sales and donation stores and probably got a bunch of hauls of different toy cars and stuff. But I was so jealous as a kid. Hell, I even pushed my little sister down my Hot Wheels suitcase, and I got my ass beat for it. But yeah, I remember having a Hot Wheels suitcase full of a bunch of toy cars, and then eventually it eventually upgraded to a big duffel bag that was full of nothing but toy cars to the brim. But man, I'm telling y'all guys, besides mom making these big block parties, these huge parties she would throw for me and my sisters, with good food and a lot of candy and stuff, man, the growing up was the shit. And now literally, bro, I'm literally over here sounding like a damn crackhead. And now literally all I do pretty much is work every weekend, and I literally only work so laid back. But man, like, I look back at all the stuff when I was growing up, and I'm like, damn, bro, I had the childhood. Now, my girlfriend didn't really have the childhood that I had, so she's like kind of catching on to the royalties that I have. And boy, is she loving it. Like, I recently got her into video games last year, or like late last year. And man, that girl, I'm telling you, got her into Pop Tropica, even though she grew up playing Pop Tropica. Got her to play what's it called? The 3 Mafia games, besides the new one. I got her to play Grand Theft Auto 5. Got her to play all the Watch Dogs games. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, that girl, she fucking went bananas with gaming. But yeah, like, there's just a lot of good things in my life, like present and past. Pretty sure a lot of you also have gone through a lot of good stuff and probably are going to good stuff. But damn, man, all the crap I did growing up, if I could go back for one day in the past as a kid, I would do so many things. Like, heck, like, even nowadays, I even just have dreams, man. I have dreams of, like, just going back, like, one day in 2008 or 2009 and just hitting up every Walmart in my vicinity and collecting toy cars back then. And just eating as much junk food as I wished I ate as a kid. But damn, those were the days, though. I'm telling y'all guys, that those are the days. I reminisce on this stuff because it makes me feel good too. Like, it's something that makes me feel more at home. It's weird, but it makes me feel at home, and it's so great too. Somebody told me once, they were like, "Bro, are you high?" Like literally, they were like, "Are you high? Because you're like talking so much in the past and you're like yapping." Like, I've literally been told that I yap a lot too. Like, hell, even growing up in school, like, teachers used to be like, "Oh, you yap too much." No fucks given here. But yeah, guys,